What's good, YouTube? Minute Steel here, and the Triumphant Light Emblem Event is here. This is the one where you have to win 5 games in a row. After Spacetime didn't have this one, I thought maybe they got rid of it, but as you can see here, they didn't. It's the first event that we'll see with Triumphant Light. As you see, I've yet to start. One thing I want to point out, whether you want to attempt to play this or not, I know some people like they see these events and they're like, oh, it's not that big a deal. I want to stress that as long as you play 10 games, you will get enough hourglasses to unlock 2 packs, so that's always worth it. Even if you don't actively play, you could just go in and concede 10 times and you'll get the prizing. Then if you play a lot more, you'll get some dust, but I don't know anybody in search of that, but that's nor here nor there. I truly believe the 18 Trainer deck is one of those that has like a high enough win rate, as well as plays well enough into the field where you have a chance to win no matter what you're going against. So that's my pick for the 5 wins. I'm gonna go straight into it, hope to get it. If you see this video, I completed it. If I didn't, well, we don't have to worry about that. And we're just gonna go 5 straight, see if we get the challenge, and I guess if it goes well, I'll do a deeper dive into the deck list and my choices. Personally, it's just Articuno with the 18 trainers I believe work best. Also, there's always preference involved. Like whether it might not be the optimal way, but it's just the way you enjoy to play the game. And so far, it's decent. One thing that I did decide on was only playing 1 copy of Pokeball, which might come to bite me in a game where like they try to take down my Articuno. I just don't see the second one, but the mentality behind that is the fact that I don't want to draw a card that cannot be used. Whether it's like justified or not, it's just the mentality. You see, we got lucky, quote unquote. We don't even have to worry about anything else. But we'll hold that until it's necessary. Same thing with Cape. We don't have to drop it, and we have so much healing in hand that we should be fine. The good thing about the healing is that it counters the Weavile, at least building up towards the Weavile. Unless they set up Darkrai, in which case they have like full control, but we can't play around everything. Okay, so they're playing every dark Pokemon under the sun, I guess. Which is a good way to start for us, because I don't know, it's a little more optimal here. We could get like cute with it and try to just, well, we were always doing this. I'm talking about like Sabrina, see if they give us the Weavile play, or just dealing with the Murkrow. Let's see if we Sabrina, they'll give us the Weavile. Maybe it's a little too aggressive, but we like to play with fire every now and then. There you go. Now, even if they see Darkrai, they would need Darkrai and Dawn. So, once again, no real need to put the Cape down. Also, we're holding on Articuno until we need to 100%, because we don't want to commit to Articuno and then they just like force it out, if that makes sense. Like if they were to Sabrina us on the second Articuno, then we'll just sit there for like a turn for no reason, and we would like to avoid that if possible. Their potion here is fine. Once again, since they don't have Darkrai, we're doing laps in this matchup. So we'll go here. I think it's fair to heal up here, because we can't knock out Weavile just yet. And then I think next turn I feel comfortable dropping the Articuno. Just like that, the most they could hit us for is 30, although this time Darkrai is valid. Alright, they are retreating with the Weavile, but we clearly have Cyrus right here. They're gonna go for the poison. Which realistically, we just have to like accept, I guess. Another thing we have an option to do is just take out this Whirlipede before it turns into Scolipede. And just Weavile, right? And then we always have the target on Weavile with the Cyrus. So let's go Articuno here. we could let's hold on to Cape. I think I'm going to Misty here. And the reason for that is just like if it hits, we're able to back out the poisoned Articuno. Okay, yeah, perfect. And that way we get to avoid having to like play around everything again. No real need to set up the Cape yet. Technically I could have there. Yeah, I think that was just like the best route. Regardless, due to the matchup, we were pretty set to win on that one no matter what. So that's our first game. And hopefully we get the 5 in a row. Always think the opponent, at least I do. Let's go straight to game number 2. Again, this list is pretty standard. The only thing I see that I guess like most people don't play, again, is one Pokeball instead of 2. And then I'm playing the Elder. The Elder being basically, it allows me to get like a third Pokemon almost, like without actually having to have one. It doesn't come up every game, but it's similar to like the Mars idea. It's almost like buy an extra life almost. Alright, so this will become the battle of the Misties. Granted, they do have Manaphy on their side, so that could be a problem, but once again, did not get punished for playing only one Pokeball. Alright, so if this hits, we're basically like, alright. Honestly, this is going to be a problem, in my opinion, when it comes to, yeah, this entire format is just going to be this. But let's do our Pokeball. Let's see if we have better luck than they do. Do full arts, Misties hit more than regulars. No, I'm just kidding. There's literally no math on that. But, okay. This is why, another reason why, like, I guess the water deck is more in a better position to actually succeed. I guess we can now even afford to put this down early. And yeah, it's kind of gross. But the only issue is that there's going to be a whole bunch of water decks like also being played against you. And that's for this event, that's for like tournament play, that's for anything. And when rank comes out at the end of this, at the end of the month, I can't like picture it being much different than this either. Shout outs to our opponent though for not just completely running after that. We could technically heal up, but there's nothing to like really fear at this point. Let's just take our 80 here. And we also have Cyrus, so this Palkia can't go anywhere. They could heal it up to 100 or more if they have Irida. Let's see what they do. Okay, yeah, they didn't have it, so that's 2 in a row. And our Misties are honestly popping off. Not much to say with that game except like their Misty missed and ours didn't. Like, and there we get our first one just for winning 2 in a row. Gotta thank the opponent. And let's go straight to game number 3. Also, like, I signed up for a tournament after this. Maybe I'll see a video on that if it goes well. Or if it doesn't feel like too redundant, I don't want to post this video and then back it up with a tournament video of the same deck. I'm testing out online. Like I'm trying out for this weekend tournament with Spraggles and Hooglin. Trying to do well there. I've tested with Dialga. I've tested the Rampardos doesn't work for me. Celebi, I can't even count the amount of games where I just get Tails for days. And now if they don't set up Leafeon, like what do? They didn't start Eevee. And they're playing Water Energy. We do have Misties. We might be more interested in research. Like, yeah, Misty could end the game right here. I guess we have to do it, right? Like, what else? Like, what are we really researching into? It's just one of those days. But this is gross. Even you know what? I'm gonna post this even if I don't get the 5 wins, because this is just gross. That's basically a wrap for the most part, right? What could they do? They could Erica. They could add a water energy and heal for 40 with that, right? Yeah, it's GG's. This deck is so gross. Last format with space time, maybe you could be like, oh, Pachirisu, Articuno, which one are you gonna do? I saw people on Palkia. With the new trainer cards that got printed, specifically Irida, or however you pronounce it, it's just absurd. Like, it put water way above like the Pachirisu's piles, even though like technically Pachirisu counters the water, but when it comes to, again, playing against the whole field, it's just absurd. So that's 3 wins already. Can we keep it going? I'm aware a lot of luck has been on my side. It's not going to be like this for everybody, but this is the type of things that this deck is capable of doing. And here we go. We're going against the fighting deck now. We have Articuno, we have our Misty again. Again, depending on the situation, is whether we actually Misty or not. Although, again, it's one of those, like, look at what we're playing. Like, look at what we're playing down there. What is this research going to get us that we don't already have? Okay, they're on Mankey, so it's going to obviously aggro, so it helps that we're going second rather than them. Whether or not Misty hits. What we would realistically want, I guess, is, like, the second Articuno, just in case they get too aggressive, and we don't just want to lose off of the thing. But then again, we also have both Iridas to just heal up after any aggression from their side. Pokédex, okay. We're seeing all kinds of play in this event. So, alright, our turn. Drew into Elder. Let's see if it's just a Misty day. Let's see. Bro, I feel gross. I feel like I need a shower after this game. Yeah, I think that might be a little too fast for them to keep up with. And before they're actually, because I was about to say, and before they're on the primate that deals harder damage, but I forget that one needs 2 energy rather than 1. Yeah, they're already punting the life of Mankey. I was just thinking that too. Like, what if we get Sabrina? They didn't even let me time to try to. Yeah, let's just take the guy build up in the back. And technically, a second Sabrina confirms the win next turn. Fighting has nothing above 80 HP, which is why it really struggles against this deck. Especially when Misties are hitting left and right, but... Alright, so they are playing this Primate. Unfortunately for them, it requires too much energy, and we're not going to waste their time or ours. GG's, and that's 4 straight wins. Can we do the 5? I've been recording for under 15 minutes. It would be pretty clutch. Because that means I could probably get the video out in like the next like 30 minutes. And as of recording, the event's only been out for 30. So just one more win. Also, I'm not like, I don't want to flex like this is like some crazy achievement. I'm aware of how broken and how insane this deck is, especially when it's going the way it's going for me. Okay, can we finish it out? Just one more win. A level 42, so this guy knows what they're doing. The loading is intense. Alright, so Cynthia card sleeves doesn't mean anything. Alright, I'm not gonna say it unless y'all say it, but actually I wasn't gonna say it, but we went second every single game. That's another thing that you can't like. Also, I didn't know that Stormer got that flare. I might have to flare mine up. That looks insane. I don't use this Stormy because I like the original art better, but gotta admit that flare is pretty nice. All right, so they're seeing other Pokeballs. I'm unaware if this is like some kind of Dialga Skarmory list or if it's like, could it be a Magnezone? Okay, so it seems like it's like Magnezone Skarmory, pretty standard stuff. All right, do we just end the game right now? Is the question. Misty has hit in every game so far. You know what? That's okay. You know what? Mathematically, that it had to happen eventually. Now we just gotta hope for like the healing, right? To kind of like. They didn't place their tool this early, so okay. I was like, maybe they don't have it. They clearly do. They might outpace us, although them not having something on the Magnemite is huge for us. Sabrina, do we get cute with the Sabrina? Force them to bring out something. Because if they bring out the Heatran, it's stuck forever. So that's one way of looking at it. Potion doesn't do nothing currently, not yet anyways. And realistically, all they would do is bring back Skarmory. I think we got to get rid of Skarmory. Alright, so next turn we get rid of Skarmory. And we start building up an Articuno. Oh, not building up. We have to place the Articuno in the back just in case. Honestly, I'm not enjoying the fact that I had to... Will he back out into the backup Skarmory? Does he have... Hopefully, if he does, he has a Rocky Helmet and not the... cape. So that way we're able to knock out... Let's see what he decides to do here. Okay, no, he does not have... Or it doesn't seem that he has the tool. Okay, Mars will come in handy a turn from now. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We definitely potion. The question is, do we Sabrina and force them to give us something else? No, I think we take what we're given. Put them on not have on better not have. What's this card called? On not having Giovanni. Or maybe they don't have a tool, although that seems very unlikely. There's better chances that they don't have the Geo. And unfortunately, we didn't have like Irida or Irida. I don't know how to pronounce it honestly. Okay, they're starting to build up Heatran. Okay, they didn't. Oh, okay. This is reps. Okay. And just like that, we won our 5 games. That's crazy. Let's go research. And that's game. Honestly, I was for a second. I guess you could tell by the when I started like talking a lot less that I was worried for a second. I was genuinely thinking I might not get it. Because had they gotten a better hand, we didn't really have the hand to combat them getting too aggressive. Now there's like no way we lose this. Yeah, GG's. And just like that, 18 Trainer got us the 5 wins. Again, nothing too out of this world. Like, this deck's insane, which is why I made the video on this. Full disclosure, no cuts. It was just straight up the gameplay. We got it. Misty helped out a lot, and when it didn't, it got kind of shady, and then it didn't matter towards the end, but all that to get our 5 consecutive wins. Honestly, I know on paper it's not the best deck, and we dodged what technically is the best deck. In my fair share of Dialga Arceus, I haven't had the best luck in terms of like drawing. I'll start Shaman games. Like every game I feel like I open Shaman, but that's nor here nor there. When it comes to just maybe not tournament setting, but I'm just gonna go blindly into any PvP. 18 Trainers is a safe like fallback option, whether it's Pachirisu or Articuno, just with the supporter of Irida or Rita. Articuno just got that extra little boost that put it above the top, and you can't go wrong with it. Yeah, you'll lose your game here or there, but honestly, if you just want to win 5 straight games, this is like a very sound like way to go about it. And once again, when it comes to like what exact 18 trainers you're going to go for, there's a few that are staple, like clearly the healing, clearly Misty. Sabrina and Cyrus I would max out. Oak is maxed out on every list, but when it comes to like the Elder, it could just be the Pokeball. When it's like 2 capes, if you feel like Helmet is a little bit better, that's fine. I play Mars because once they knock out the first Articuno, you drop them down to 1 card in hand, and honestly, it's most of the time against most decks you just completely like dismantling what they're going for. And well, yep. Hopefully you take something from this video. If you want to play 18 trainers, this is a good, like, I guess standard way, not a standard way, but it's basically a generic way of going about it. hopefully it works for you. It worked for me clearly, and yeah, not much else to say but stay pro.